And hello everybody, and welcome to Nashua Silver Knights baseball here on NashuaETV. I'm Tom King. I'll be joined by John Collins in a little bit. Pete Nikos, the Silver Knights media director, may fill in early on in this game. The Nashua Silver Knights will be taking on the Wachusett Dirt Dawgs. This is actually the second game of a doubleheader. The first game, Nashua fell 2-0. And what's significant about that is the Silver Knights are now scoreless at Holman Stadium for 25 straight innings. And in 34 innings, they have just one run scored here at Holman. Conversely, on the road, they have scored 21 runs in their last two road games. So go figure, they can't hit at Holman, but they can. They can't hit it at Holman and Nashua, but they can hit on the road. Those two road games were Martha's Vineyard and North Shore, and that's in Lynn, Mass. On the mound tonight for Nashua, Shane Catilla. Catilla just joined the team a few days ago. He transferred, he is headed to Franklin Pierce in the fall, transferring from Community College. Well, actually, he spent 2 years at Community College of Rhode Island. He's a right-hander, making his first Nashua Silver Knight appearance. And he'll be taking over the spot in the rotation by Corbin Brooksbank right now, or in the bullpen. Brooksbank, who is going to be a freshman at Vanderbilt, was sent home after he had suffered a high ankle sprain. Vanderbilt called him back and said, okay, we're going to pull the plug on your summer. So Brooksbank out, Catilla in. 6'4", 185 junior. Will be a junior at Franklin Pierce. He is a native of Warwick, Rhode Island. Setting the Nashua Silver Knights defensively for you. Catching tonight, Teddy Bodette. Playing first base, Thomas Joyce. Ryan Sullivan takes a seat for this game. Ted Williams will be at second, Cam Cook at third, Kyle Bronicki, the shortstop. And in the outfield, Anthony Maduri, Cam Cruz, and Tommy Blandini, who appeared in the first game as a pinch runner. The lineup, Sean Webster, a former Silver Knight, actually will lead off, and he steps into the box right now. The windup by Catilla and the pitch down low, ball one. Underway at a beautiful night at Holman Stadium. This is a 7-inning game. The windup and the delivery outside for ball two. Bradley Wood is hitting second, playing third. Jake Gethings, the shortstop, hitting third. Richard DiMartino at first base. There's a line drive right to the shortstop. Kyle Bonicki is how he says his name. We've been saying Bonicki for a while. His father corrected everyone, so it's Bonicki. So Kyle Bonicki makes the catch, the Division III New England Player of the Year, and is one away. Bradley Wood steps in, the third baseman. After DiMartino, it's Jeff Court, the catcher. Pitch is low, ball one. Kyle Calla, the right fielder, hitting sixth. Nolan Kessinger hitting seventh, the left fielder. Christian Fedko, the second baseman. And there's a fly ball, and it's caught, and there's two away. And Michael Delicari, the designated hitter, will bat ninth. I always wonder why you have a DH if you're going to hit him ninth. Might as well let the pitcher hit.
Now batting from Fairfield University shortstop, number 9, Jake Gethings.
Gethings steps in. He played in the first game. A 2-0 loss where Stig-Eric McElhenney, who pitched, deserved a better fate. Pitch on the corner for a strike. They play Gethings pretty much straight away. Tough Sun Field in right field again. Pitch outs is on the corner again, 0-2. We're in the first, no score. Tom King, John Collins will be along fairly soon. Pitches outside for a ball. And we're at 1-2. Beautiful beautiful night here at Historic Holman Stadium, and a good crowd on hand for this second game. Pitch is fouled off. 1-2.
Remember, fans, you can bring your foul balls to either concession stand and trade them for a candy bar or a box of popcorn.
Tilla looks in for the sign, the windup, and the pitch. Fastball. That was a strike a couple of pitches ago, but it's off the plate. 2-2 the count. And John Collins has arrived. He'll be settling in shortly. Pitch fouled away to the left side.
Got shut down in game one, did we?
Not only that, they haven't scored a run in 25 straight innings in this ballpark. John Collins.
Wow.
And 1 run in their last 34. Here's your lineup card, John.
Thanks. What are we going to do about that, Tom?
Well, BJ and Everett sat down a couple of players. So
I'll tell you what's not going to help is if you grab a bat.
No, probably won't. unless I have a good eye and take a lot of pitches. Bouncer over the mound. Taken by Williams. Fires to first in time for the out, and that'll do it for the Dirt Dawgs. 3 up, 3 down, nothing across. We have played a half inning here at Historic Holman Stadium. It's no score.
So Eddie Santiago gets the call for the Dirt Dawgs to try to keep that scoreless inning streak alive against the Silver Knights.
Well, it's changed. I mean, they're trying to change up the lineup a little bit.
Let's see.
Williams, Cook, Bornicki was pretty much the first game. He's got Ethan Joyce, never does, as a DH in the cleanup spot.
Yep.
Thomas Joyce, again not related, playing at first in place of Sullivan. Maduri's still in the lineup at right. He had a couple of hits, I think, in the first game. Cam Cruz, who was in the 9th spot in game 1, is in the 8th spot in game 2, playing center. Tommy Blandini, who pinch ran in game 1, is now the starting left fielder in game 2. And Bodette behind the plate, that's a change too, as Janik has really struggled behind the plate. Tired evidently from a long Division 3 season at Assumption, or Division 2 season at Assumption.
So Tom, who was the Wachusett pitcher that threw the shutout?
I gotta look at that, I'm not even sure.
Is it,
he didn't go the distance.
he did not?
No,
okay.
he had at least 3 pitchers on the mound for Wachusett in game 1.
Well, the pitcher right now is Eddie.
Those stats aren't updated, John.
There's not?
No, not from game 1.
Not from game 1, but I'm looking at Eddie Santiago, tonight's starting pitcher. He's a lefty, and he comes into the game having thrown in 3 games. He has a save on his record. He's totaled 5.2 innings pitched.
For your Silver Knights from Millersville University, second baseman number 1, Ted Williams.
So Ted Williams leading off. It'll be a lefty against lefty matchup here. Shadows pretty much in full effect here as it's a late evening start for game 2 of a doubleheader between Nashua and Wachusett as Williams jackknifes out of the way of ball 1. Santiago's got a 3.1 ERA. He's pitched in 5 innings, almost 6 innings total in 3 games.
Ed Barham started the first game, and he went, I believe, 5+.
And Ed Barham had given up 10 earned runs in 15 innings prior to today's game, so he probably had his best outing of the season at the expense of the Silver Knights. That line drive foul hit the Quiznos sign right above where the Wachusett relief crew is sitting down the left field line. They hit the banner down there, so it's a 1-2 count against the Silver Knights leadoff hitter, Ted Williams. That one's going to find the hole. An auspicious start for the Silver Knights here. But they're going to break out of that 25-inning scoreless streak here at Holman Stadium. And a nice line drive single the opposite way for Williams.
Now Williams has been playing pretty well for them. I mean, the streak started when he missed a game. So I missed 2 games at Holman. The thing is, if you're BJ Neverett, you stay aggressive and have the runners go. You know, his second run scored on a squeeze, and that was in the 6th. And BJ's comment to me after the game was, we tried a few bunts, we just didn't execute them the way they did. They're over to first, and they're not holding them on really well. So,
well, it looked like the first baseman DiMartino was breaking toward the plate as if to anticipate a bunt, but or else he got fooled by the motion of his own pitcher.
Yeah, he's lucky that ball didn't go by him.
Right. 2-0 to Cam Cook, the 2-hitter for the Silver Knights.
Cook is an on-base machine. He was on base several times, 3 times in the first game.
.483 on-base percentage through 13 games for Cam Cook. That's almost more success than failure, which is great. Fastball in the inside corner.
He was leading off for a while, and when Williams came back, now they put him back atop the order. It's a good 1-2. Problem is they haven't gotten much production at home out of 3, 4, 5.
He did feign as if to bunt, took ball 3 low, so it's a hitter's count here. 3 balls and 1 strike to the right-handed hitting Cam Cook. Long look down to his third base coach. Williams leading off first, pretty good lead, and Santiago's going to check in on him. Kyle Kala is the right fielder who's got all kinds of sun in his eyes to deal with if Cam Cook does happen to go the opposite way with this 3-1 offering. And he does. Look out. Oh, did that hit somebody?
No, hit the railing.
That was fortunate.
Hit the railing.
I think might have caught that gentleman.
That's Bob Zano.
On his right shoulder.
Long
He's
time
going to get
season.
checked out.
Yeah, long time season. He didn't seem to be in any pain.
No,
but Ronnie Wallace said, "No, we'll check you out just to make sure."
He's a rock. I think he wants to look under the jersey and see what kind of a mark that one left. That was about 100 miles per hour right into the stands. So it's going to be a 3-2 count on Cam Cook. Let's see if Williams goes. He doesn't, and he fouls that straight back to the screen. 90-mile-per-hour fastball on the gun here at Holman as Santiago reached back trying for that strikeout. Very pleasant Wednesday, June 21, first day of summer, living up to its billing. Beautiful day here in Nashua.
Gorgeous day right now. A little breeze.
Grounded foul.
Right, Cook is definitely trying to go the other way.
Yeah, he's battling.
Yeah.
Let's see if they dare put on the steal here, Tom. Cook's shown an ability to make contact. And he's choked way up on the bat.
At 3-2, I wouldn't know. They're going to go.
And they do. And it's off the pitcher.
Cook
hustling, and he's going to make it.
Santiago could not scoop the ball up. If he had the second time, a quick throw would have gotten Cook on a bang-bang play.
And so a scorer's decision.
I would say that's a base hit off the pitcher.
Okay. But you're right. Had he picked it up cleanly with the bare hand after the deflection, he would have been able to get Cook, who was hustling all the way. But a very promising start to game 2 here for the Silver Knights. They've got the first 2 batters in the order on board with nobody out.
And they had runners at first and third in game 1 with 1 out and did not score.
Up and in, taken by Kyle Bonicki, the 3-hitter, was bunting on that, but he was stood up by like a backup slider near his chin. So I think BJ Neverett saw the same thing that I saw, Tom. He saw Cook making consistent contact there and said, why not send the runner?
Why not send the runner, exactly. And Williams had a great jump.
He did.
Play at second or look at second, no one covering.
He went on first move. Of course, if you're a pitcher and you're thinking along on that route, you're going to do your A-plus pickoff move to first, see if you can get the runner. And it's a base hit to left. Will they send him? They're going to hold him up with nobody out. It's a good throw from the outfield.
And a smart play by Neverett to hold him up.
Kessinger unleashed the throw. It would have been a close play had they sent him. Nobody out, bases full. 3 straight singles to begin the game. And Ethan Joyce with a golden opportunity here. At the start of this one, Tom King mentioned that the Silver Knights have been struggling to score runs at home. 25 straight innings here at Holman without getting a run across the plate. That streak may be about to come to an end as Joyce swings, bounces it to the first baseman. He's going to come home with it, and it's a tough throw to handle, but he's out. Great play by the catcher, Jeff Cordy, who had to dive to his right, but he was able to keep the toe of, I believe, his right cleat on the plate as he made the play across his body, and it is a fielder's choice for Joyce. And Williams is cut down at the plate.
First baseman number 24, Thomas Joyce.
3-2. And great play by the catcher, Korte, K-O-R-T-E, made it. So now it is up to Thomas Joyce, first baseman in tonight's game for the Silver Knights, with 1 out, and the base is still loaded. Swings and fouls it off to our left, strike 1. A lot of pressure on Thomas Joyce right here because a fly ball or a slow hit ground ball maybe, or a ground ball through the infield, those will all get a run home. A walk would get a run home, but if he does not come through, percentages of scoring a run from third with 2 out are much lower. So Tom Joyce facing the 0-1 offering from Eddie Santiago here. The Silver Knights very much do not want to squander this great start to the inning. That is a strike 2. A breaking ball catches the outside corner about knee high. 2 quality pitches from Eddie Santiago has the Wachusett lefty ahead in the count here. Bottom of the first inning. 0-2 on Thomas Joyce. Bases loaded and 1 out. The pitch fouled off to the left, and that hits a netting down there harmlessly. It'll still be 0-2 on Tom Joyce. His brother, or his not his brother. We established that last game that the Joyces, who bat next to each other here in the lineup, they're not related. The pitch high to center. Setting up is Sean Webster. He catches it in medium deep center. The throw is up the line, and the Silver Knights have a run. On a sac fly, they lead it 1-0 here at Holman. Sac fly for Thomas Joyce. The center fielder, Sean Webster, unleashed a strong throw, but it was just up the third base line enough for Cam Cook to sneak in with a head first slide. 2 outs after the fly ball to center. First and second for the Silver Knights, and Anthony Maduri with a chance to knock another run home. Another inside move, twist towards second base by Eddie Santiago with no throw. Maduri enters the game batting .286 through 7 contests. Try to golf that pitch down and in. I think it bounced before it got to the catcher, Jeff Cordy, and it is strike 1 on the swing and a miss. 3 hits for the Silver Knights, 3 singles here in the bottom of the first, a run in on the sacrifice fly. That is outside. The check swing. They will check with the base umpire. He says no swing, no full swing, and it's 1-1 on the Silver Knights right fielder. Santiago's pitch swung on and missed. Like a backdoor slider there at 82 miles per hour from Santiago. And he is ahead in the count now, 1-2. The Wachusett left-hander who entered the game with a decent earned run average at 3.18. Silver Knights have scored here in the first inning. swung on and missed. That was a slow curveball, it looked like. So the Silver Knights do leave 2 base runners, but they score a run. As we played 1 full here at Holman of a 7-inning contest, and it's the Silver Knights in front, 1-0 on NashuaETV.
Leading off from Franklin Pierce University, first baseman number 24, Richard DiMartino.
The Wachusett Bravehearts will, it's like Wachusett Dirt Dawgs rather. Worcester is the Braveheart. Wachusett Dirt Dawgs sending the 4, 5, 6 hitters to the plate here in the 2nd inning. First pitch swinging is Richard DiMartino, and the tall first baseman tries to leg out an infield hit, but Kyle Bonicki makes a nice play. 1 up, 1 pitch, 1 down here in the top of the 2nd for Wachusett.
Now batting from Eastern Florida, catcher number 29, Jeff Cordy.
Jeff Court, the catcher for Wachusett, steps in to bat for the first time here in Game 2. A lefty hitter. He is from Logan, West Virginia. No, excuse me, that's player, the other catcher. Jeff Court is from Malabar, Florida, and he plays his college ball for Eastern Florida. Line drive just eludes the dive of Bonicki, who was just a step shy of snagging that one. It would have been a great play. And it's a base hit the opposite way for Jeff Court. 1 out and 1 on for the Dirt Dawgs. Kyle Kala, the right fielder, to bat now for Wachusett. Righty hitter. Takes a strike on the inside corner at 83 on the radar gun. Kala is from Brick, New Jersey. It's a couple of places I'd never heard of before tonight. Brick, New Jersey, and Malabar, Florida. That's your runner at first base. Jeff Court, who's back head first. That sounds like a working class community, Brick, New Jersey. And he plays ball for Wagner College, does Kyle. Hits it very high in the air to right. In a few steps and to his right. That ball was above the sun. Not a difficult play all that much for the Silver Knights right fielder, Anthony Maduri. 2 down in the 2nd. And here is Nolan Kessinger. Well, after a New Jersey guy and a Florida guy, Kessinger is from Southborough, Mass, and plays for UMass Amherst. Looks at a ball. Wachusett won the first game of this doubleheader 2-0. And Silver Knights scoreless streak at home had extended to 25 games, and then the first inning happened. 3 straight singles by the 1, 2, 3 hitters in the order for the Silver Knights, followed by a fielder's choice and a sacrifice fly, which broke the drought, the scoring drought, and the Silver Knights lead at 1-0 here in the top of the 2nd inning. Shane Catilla, the starting pitcher for the Silver Knights. Righty. It's a 70-mile-an-hour changeup, I believe, that finds the outside corner. Kind of froze the batter. Nolan Kessinger, who says, I don't need any batting gloves. One of the few guys that doesn't wear anything on his hands. 3 balls and 2 strikes. The runner will be in motion with 2 outs from first base. Court will be taking off. There he goes. High for ball 4. So a base hit and a walk in the inning. And Catilla's got to deal
Now batting from the
with
University of
Christian
Connecticut, second baseman,
Fedko,
number
the
7,
second
Christian
baseman.
Fedko.
Fedko's first at bat in the game. Christian Fedko is from Gibsoria, Pennsylvania. Gibsoria. And he plays for UConn, where he's a freshman. So a high school grad, recent, getting some action here in the Futures Collegiate Baseball League. First pitch swinging, kind of toward the middle of the bat, and cruising to his left to make the catch, Cam Cruz. 3 outs. Wachusett leaves 2 runners. We go to the bottom of the second. Silver Knights lead 1-0. To the bottom of the second inning we go here at Historic Holman Stadium. John Collins along with Tom King. Our cameraman is Tim O'Neill. NashuaETV executive producer Pete Johnson is with us as well. It's a June 21 as we record this, the first day of summer. Wachusett Dirt Dawgs in a doubleheader here against the Silver Knights. This is game 2. The Silver Knights lead it 1-0 as we go to the bottom of the second. And the Silver Knights have their 7, 8, 9 hitters up. Teddy Baudette leading off here, bottom 2. First pitch swinging, fouls it over our right shoulder. It's 0-1. The next game here at Holman will be on June 24. That is this coming Saturday. That's a salute to service. Also halfway to Christmas. Also commemorative pint glass giveaway presented by Bellavance here at Holman Stadium. That's on Saturday, June 24, a great triple promotion night at Holman in their game that will be against also Wachusett. Will be back here in 3 nights for that one. It's a 6:05 start, by the way. Fouled off to our right. 1-2. That registered at 85 on the radar gun from Santiago.
They got the results they wanted from that first Saturday night game. Quick game and a good crowd.
And so we'll see how that works again with the earlier start. To his right, Wachusett shortstop Jake Gethings does a nice job with that grounder. 1 up, 1 down here in the Silver Knights second. Cam Cruz batting with 1 out and nobody on here in the second inning. Cam from Chandler, Arizona, plays for Eastern Michigan. Playing center field in this evening's game here at Holman. Chandler basically is Phoenix. It's just a suburb. Swung on and missed. I think they have one of the many spring training facilities that are out there as well.
You and I have both been to the area.
Yeah, I think it's the White Sox that play at Chandler, along with somebody else maybe. Ball just misses outside. And the catcher held that one for a second, and Santiago looked in. 2-1 on Cam Cruz. Carves that one off to the right.
That foul ball was brought to you by Lowell.
2-2 is the count on Cam Cruz. If he reaches, Tommy Blandini will have a chance. Tommy's down at the bottom of the order, playing left field. And then would be back to the top, Ted Williams. Top 3 hitters in the Silver Knights order have singles in this one. High fly to right. And it's going to be the right fielder that gloves it. Again, that was another ball that got above the sun.
Sun ball.
A lower angle, that might be difficult, but it was coming more straight down. Yeah, those 3 singles by the Silver Knights in the first inning produced a sacrifice fly run. Wasn't easy though, Tom, was it, to break that scoreless streak?
No, it wasn't. I mean, the first play was a ground ball throw out at home, and then the sac fly, a better throw.
Yeah.
Might have had him.
It's true.
And here's why I tell you that.
The significance of the run. Has he got a photo of it? Oh.
That's the first one. Cook sliding around.
Yeah.
And then the ball's up the line, and
it
he's
is
able to score.
I like the second one because you can see the ball and the umpire's not blocking the swipe tag or attempted swipe tag.
Right.
In other words, like from that photo, shows me that the tag never even happened, right?
It never did happen.
Because he didn't have the ball.
Right.
Right.
But that's not the first time that's occurred in home plate.
But the ball was there pretty early. Had it been right on target.
Ball was up the line, and Cook had slid beyond the catcher.
Right. But if it was right at the dish, we might still be talking about a scoreless game.
We might. Because the ball was hit fairly shallow.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know what? You got nothing. You do have something to lose, but then again, if you hold up there, you take the aggressiveness and the steam right out of the stadium.
Don't forget, you can bring your foul ball.
Don't you think?
I do.
I think you really had to have him go.
Yeah.
I think you really needed him to go.
The 0-2 pitch to Blandini, and it's strike 3 called. So the Silver Knights go 1-2-3 in the second. 1-0. Nashua leads Wachusett here on NashuaETV. John Collins with Tom King on the first day of summer. Talking about the promotions that are coming up this season. Salute to Service is this Saturday, June 24.
It's time for Water Wars. We're joined by Jack and Hal. Here's how the game works. It's like War, the card game. Whoever has the higher card gets to throw a cup of water at their opponent.
So to answer your question about the first game, Barham, he pitched 5 innings. He gave up 4 hits, no runs, struck out 3. Damaris pitched an inning with a strikeout, and then Simeon came in and he closed it out. But there were runners at first and third with 2 outs to end the game. Fly out ended it.
So a couple of pitchers from Adelphi pitched in game 1. Tom just mentioned Edward Barham and Mike Damaris, who were the first 2 pitchers in the game. They combined.
Now,
along with Simeon.
Let me tell you, Nashua has lost 2 pitchers called back by their D1 Southern schools. Oklahoma called back Trevor Munch because of a change in coaches.
Change in philosophy.
Yep. So they called him back after he had come here and pitched 2, really good innings, 2 or 3 good appearances. So
that hurts.
And then Corbin Brooksbank, who had 3 innings pitched, it probably would have been the pitcher tonight.
Vanderbilt?
Yes, called back.
There's a lot of Vanderbilt guys, though, in this league,
aren't there?
Are.
There's a connection with Vanderbilt, but the reason that Brooksbank was called back was he suffered a high ankle sprain.
Oh.
It would have been out 2 weeks.
So it's individual to him, probably.
So it was individual to him.
Yes,
but Munch, that was it. They pulled the plug.
This is Michael Delicari, who is the designated hitter, batting 9th. Not something you see every day, a DH at the bottom.
Well, I made the comment in the first inning before you got here that, to me, it just seems like you're wasting a DH spot if you have a DH hit 9th.
Yeah.
Might as well have the pitcher hit.
Right? Yeah.
The college kids, they normally hit anyway.
Right.
So, because they play other positions a lot.
Ground ball sharply hit, nicely gloved at first base.
Yeah, there's not much of a drop off with Tom Joyce at first. Defensively, maybe a little better, but Joyce was a good hitter for Merrimack College this year. So he's, you know, they've got some options there. If they want to sit Sullivan down or rest him or DH him, and Joyce can really play well.
Sean Webster, the Wachusett center fielder, lined out to the shortstop his first time up. And he checks his swing on a ball that was up and in around the hands. Ball 1-0. Sharply sizzling ground ball from Delicari, handled by Tom Joyce with a 1 out in the inning. And it's a 1-1 count now on Sean Webster. Changing speeds but missing was Shane Catilla. I didn't talk enough about Shane Catilla. Maybe you did, Tom, already.
Transferring to Franklin Pierce is what he's doing from Community College Rhode Island. That ball's
high and deep to left. Going back to the wall.
Gone.
It's a home run. Sean Webster gets a hold of one. The left fielder went all the way back to the wall, Tommy Blandini, but he ran out of room, and Webster has tied it at 1-1 here in the third.
And Webster, it's his second RBI of the night. If you remember, Sean Webster played 2 years ago, briefly, here, but really didn't have any place to play. Was supposed to provide a lot of speed and be a catalyst for the Silver Knights. But Webster would do some really, really strange things on the base paths, like run out on pop-ups to the infield, things like that. So, he'd take off on infield flies and get caught.
Oh, infield fly rule?
Eventually, I believe he was released.
Yeah.
But he stayed in the league and has played fairly well.
That's his first home run of the season, if he didn't hit one earlier.
Right.
And he has a triple.
Second home run for this team. Don Walsh hit a homer, who's not in the lineup in the second game. He hit a solo shot in game one, a 2-2 pitch on the outer half of the plate that he just went and got and took to right field. He won the home run derby last year. Showed why on that hit. They took him out the next inning. I don't know why. He was a DH. And Webster took his spot and squeezed in a run.
High fly to center. Hardly having to move at all for out number 2. Cam Cruz makes the play. And Bradley Wood is retired. Jake Gethings grounded out to the shortstop his first time up. The 3-hitter and shortstop himself for Wachusett. Left-handed batter with an open stance to face Shane Catilla. Shane induces a pop-up left side and calling everybody off. Cam Cook makes the catch, I think in fair territory.
Yes, he did.
Yep. So a home run wrapped around a couple flyouts, and we go to the bottom of the third, tied at 1 in this 7-inning contest. That was a big home run by Webster.
All right, Silver Knight fans, it's time for strainer toss. Our Silver Knights will be throwing water balloons up into the air.
So Ted Williams will lead off, John Collins?
Right. Ted Williams leading off. Top of the order. It was a great start for these 3 guys due up in the first inning.
Let's hear it for him, guys.
Silver Knights have Thursday off, June 22nd.
Almost. Some close calls
Be
here.
on the road Friday.
Is that Martha's Vineyard they're at Friday? Did I see that right? Let me see where they are.
No, they're at Wachusett on.
Silver Knights.
Wait a minute, let me see. Am I looking at the 2017 schedule?
Oh, that was
Thursday
last
off.
Friday.
Thursday off. They're at Worcester on Friday.
Worcester Bravehearts.
Worcester on Friday.
And they come back here
Come
Saturday.
back here, and I believe
for
it's
Salute to
Wachusett
Service.
again.
Yeah, well, we're seeing a lot of Wachusett in June.
Yeah, well, don't forget, they bought 3 games from Wachusett
The Silver Knights from Millersville University.
to cut down Wachusett's home schedule.
Okay.
They took on 3 of their home games and made them here home games. They purchased them.
Ted Williams leads off for the Silver Knights here in the 3rd inning in a tie game. He led off the game with a single to left going the other way off of Santiago. And he takes a strike over the inner third. 78-mile-an-hour curve might have caught Williams looking for something faster on that first pitch. Hard hit, but right at the shortstop. Gethings throws it across, bounces in, and brings the first baseman off the base.
Yep.
So that's got to go as an E6. And Ted Williams is on base.
And you got the leadoff hitter on. And your best on-base guy coming to the plate.
Cam Cook, who's singled his first time up. There's an infield hit off the pitcher on a 3-2 pitch. Bunting takes it. Same type of deal that happened in the first inning. He was offering to bunt, but Santiago couldn't find the strike zone, and then the Silver Knight coaching staff allowed Cook to swing away on 3-1, and again on 3-2, of course. He is bunting first base side. There'll only be one play, and they're going to flub it.
Yep. They've proven not to be able to make those plays earlier, back to the mound and everything else. First game, they were able to. Santiago, not that good a fielder off the mound. And you're probably going to give him an infield hit, right?
I was going to give him an E1 for just not picking the ball up and throwing him out, because he got a little bit of his glove on it.
I don't know. Let's see.
A sacrifice, definitely.
I think they gave him a hit.
They did?
Yeah, 4 hits up there.
Oh, you're right.
Yep.
They did give him a hit, so I'll give him a hit too. It was a pretty easy play, but it just didn't pick it off the grass. They're going to bunt this back toward the pitcher, and he's going to bobble it. Throw is not in time. He collided with the glove.
See, you make Santiago field it. He's not a good fielder.
Going to give me an E1 there? That's got to be an E1.
Yeah, it's got to be on the throw, on the throw and the bobble,
and
right?
everything. Yeah,
that's
you got to make that play. Yeah.
Yeah, and it is. There's a second error up there.
Okay.
So you've got the bases loaded now for Ethan Joyce, who's your DH in the cleanup spot.
Yeah, bases loaded. We're back to the same deal we had in the first inning. The top of the order, getting it done, getting on base, filling up the bases. And Ethan Joyce gets a second bite at the apple here in a bases loaded, nobody out situation. Some small ball here by the Silver Knights paying off. Ball has not been out of the infield. They've loaded the bases.
They noticed the weakness, I think, in that first inning. They really do. And when you're struggling to score runs, this is what you need. You need base runners.
Yeah. And for you statisticians out there, Cam Cook and Kyle Bonicki do each get credited with sacrifices, even though errors are. Actually, no, sorry. There's a base hit and
base hit for Cook, even though he was trying to sacrifice.
Yeah.
Although I don't think I think Cook was bunting for a hit.
Yeah.
I do. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, he was pretty much laying it down there on the first base side. I mean, I think if you're going to bump a hit, you get third base.
Well, I still think they're making him try to field the ball.
Oh, yeah. They want the pitcher to pick it up.
They want the pitcher to pick it up, and I think that's why. Now, you're not going to see Joyce bunt. He's swinging away here. You've got bases juiced with nobody out.
Yeah.
And they're going to pitch him outside, and they get that call. They've gotten the outside part of the plate from this umpire most of the game as we're in the third inning.
Ethan Joyce, the designated hitter, grimaced on that strike call. It's 0-1. The count as Santiago deals even further outside, goes off the catcher's glove to the backstop, play at the plate. Safe. I think he was going to call him out.
I think he was, with the ball got. He didn't hold on to the ball.
He didn't hold on to the ball.
He can't field, John.
It's
Santiago cannot field.
Scouting report established.
Right, exactly. Mark it down, send the tape around the league. He can't field it. So we get a wild pitch.
We have to give a pass
ball,
I think.
off the glove.
It was a tough grab, but it was off about, eye high.
Let's see what the official scoring is that a wild pitch or a pass ball?
I'm going to call that a pass ball. I think it was catchable.
Wild pitch.
You know, I'll tell you why. You know how they got the call before that? The 0-1 count?
that's
They
why
got the
he
call
was-
before that. He set up out
He
there.
set up out there, yeah,
And
exactly.
then he didn't catch it.
But
It was
it's ruled a wild
way
pitch.
wild. Was way outside, but he was ready for a pitch in that area.
right, no, I agree
Yeah.
with you. I think it should have been a pass ball. And Joyce knew that the pitch was going to be out there.
Yeah, and he didn't get crossed up either.
No.
2-2 is the count on Thomas Joyce, who hit a sac fly for the game's first run.
We have had 3 plays at the plate already in this game.
We have 2-1. The Silver Knights lead
Joyce just could not
Mm.
handle. He never seemed confident in the at-bat at all.
it, starting with that outside strike call.
Right, exactly. That set up the whole thing. And then he just wailed at,
First baseman, number
off-speed
24,
pitches.
Thomas Joyce.
Now Thomas Joyce steps in. He has the RBI in this
No,
game.
he had the RBI. I'm sorry, I got
Yeah.
my wrong. Joyce on the sac fly.
Yeah, Joyce.
Yeah,
Thomas
Ethan
Joyce
had hit a fielder's
he
choice
had a
with
fielder's
bases
choice
loaded,
on
so
yeah,
he's
not doing the job out of the cleanup spot.
right. The cleanup hitter.
Cleanup hitter has come up empty twice with runners that he has left.
Bases loaded.
He's left 4 runners in scoring position.
Yeah. Strike 1 to Thomas Joyce. 1 out, still only 1 out in the inning. That was the strikeout of Thomas Joyce. Ethan Joyce.
Joyce just pull one over to left to right field. He'll be in good shape.
And there again, setting up outside was Court.
And who is at third base once again? Cam Cook.
Cam Cook in position to score. Infield's back, by the way, so he could score on a ground ball almost to anybody but the third baseman or the pitcher.
Up,
and it
off
goes
the
off
glove.
the catcher.
That's going to be a run. They're not even going to bother to throw there. Cook is home as another wild pitch.
Yeah, that's a wild pitch.
That's
He
a wild
bounced the
pitch,
breaking ball, and the wild ricochet produces run number 3 for the Silver Knights. The ball still has not been out of the infield in this inning.
It's typical of what they've been doing at the plate with their bats.
Yeah.
You know, they cannot drive in runs with big time hits in Holman Stadium for the last week.
So wanting to,
Infield's now coming in.
yeah,
John.
they're coming in. They're trying to cut down the runner at third with 1 out.
Yep.
Of course, Joyce Thomas just wants to get this ball to the outfield.
He just needs to hit it in the air if he can pull
Yep.
it into that gap in right center field.
He's got the count in his favor, 2-1. San Diego just bounced the breaker. Maybe this is the fastball. He hits it high in the air. This will get the job done.
Yeah, it should get the run home.
Fairly deep right center field. Webster catches it, and he's just going to throw it softly back in as Kyle Banicki scores the 4th run of the game for the Silver Knights.
2 sac flies by Thomas Joyce.
They get all 3 of the runners home at the top of the order.
Now at the plate from Binghamton University, right fielder number
2 sac
38,
flies, you're right. He's 0 for 0 with 2 runs batted in. But good job.
Team that couldn't score runs finally did, but you know what?
They're
I'll
getting
tell you
some
what,
help.
If I talk to BJ Everett after the game and the score stays 4-1, 5-1, he'll still say we still aren't hitting at home. BJ will call it as he sees it. He'll take the runs, don't get me wrong.
Oh, I know.
But he'll call it as he sees it.
Fly foul down the right field.
Bob
lane.
Zano down there. I was down there with him. He's had an ice pack on his shoulder. Didn't hit the bone though, I guess, from what I was told.
Yeah,
He doesn't have it on anymore.
he's one of the Silver Knights' most dedicated fans over
Yeah,
there.
they were Pride fans, big time Pride fans too.
Also,
they've-
yeah, carried over. Anthony Maduri looking for an 0-2 offering from Santiago. Grounder on 2 hard hops to the shortstop, and Gettings makes the play for out number 3, but 3 big runs in the inning for the Silver Knights. They lead it 4-1 entering the top of the 4th inning. What is scheduled to be a 7-inning contest. June 21, first day of summer here at Holman Stadium. John Collins with Tom King, Tim O'Neill, and the entertainment continues here from the Silver Knights between innings.
All right, Silver Knight fans, it's time for the Frozen T-shirt contest.
John, you know what's one of the most annoying modern things, besides the 10th of a second that's been created?
In the World Wide Web, too?
Autocorrect on.
Oh, yeah. I've heard so
because
many people
if you
say,
don't
how do you
check,
shut this off?
If you don't check what you write, if you're emailing or texting someone, right? I mean, it'd take me forever to file a story on the phone, although I've done it a little bit. But, you know, on the BlackBerry it was easy. But on this, forget it. I mean, they come up with so many stupid phrases that they think you want to say. You know?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. If you don't check what you write when you, you know, because it
also
they
autocorrect
it
underestimates your vast vocabulary.
Yeah, but the thing is they don't correct anything. They make it worse.
I know. It does. It should
Give
be,
me a break.
it should be auto something,
And
but not auto correct.
Is there a way to auto turn it off?
You know what? I bet there is.
There's got to be a way to get rid of it.
Everybody below like 30 is laughing at us because we don't know how to turn off our autocorrect.
Everybody below 30 is laughing at us anyway.
Ground ball. Ted Williams makes the play. 1 up, 1 down in the Wachusett
They're
fourth.
sure laughing at me. I mean, somebody once said they walked into my place and they was out there on a set of That 70s Show. 1 out, nobody out here in the top of the fourth. And don't forget, this is a 7-inning game, folks.
Yes.
No bonus cantos unless they go extra, unless they're tied. And now the question I have.
Didn't you just say extra songs?
No, I think it's Cantos' innings, isn't it?
I'll have to look that.
Yeah,
I thought Canto was
Check your autocorrect.
I thought Cantar was to sing.
I don't know.
And Canto was a song.
Well, they'd be singing here too.
Yeah.
But the question I have, all right, and I'll say this out loud to the rest of the press box. The question I have is, what's the home run derby rule for a 7-inning ball game? After the 8th? How about that? Yep. Just curious. After the 8th inning is the home run derby. 1 extra inning and that's it. That's all they're letting you have.
Wow. And of course, it would take 3 runs from Wachusett at this point to tie it up. The Dirt Dogs trail 4-1 here in the 4th inning of a 7-inning scheduled contest to Shane Catilla and the Silver Knights. Shane was a couple balls here to the third hitter up in the inning, Kyle Calla, the right fielder for Wachusett. Fouls it. 2-2. Kyle flied out to right his first time up.
Activity in the Silver Knights bullpen, and of course, who doesn't have their binoculars tonight? Me. Can't tell you who that is.
Sharply hit, but 1 step to his right. Nice throw and play by Kyle Bonicki. 3 up, 3 down for Wachusett in the 4th. We go to the bottom 4.
Halfway there?
Yeah, halfway through this game. It's 4-1 Nashua.
Yeah, you see the video ads, John Collins? We hear it in our headset because we're plugged into their system, but see the video ads on the scoreboard.
That's pretty advanced.
I know. They do not have a video camera here to go with it to do certain things yet. So.
Oh yeah, so you can see your face on the
so
kiss cam and stuff like that.
No, yeah, or so they can. I don't know if they can do player interviews on there and do them ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
They don't. I don't think they have that yet, perfected that yet, but I'm not sure.
Please contact our office at 6.
But at any rate,
718.
it's a nice scoreboard here at Holman Stadium. 4-1 to score. Silver Knights lead it here in Game 2. The scoreless streak is now over.
The first and third innings, the Silver Knights sent 6 batters to the plate and scored 1 and 3 runs. And the 7, 8, 9 hitters were gone in order in the second, so they'll try to break the pattern for the bottom of the order with Teddy Baudet, Cam Cruz, and Tommy Blandini due up here in the fourth.
What do you want to think that they're going to bunt? One of those guys is going to at least bunt. Drop one down.
I think
and
the
drop
odds,
one down so it gets to the pitcher to make the pitcher feel the ball.
the odds are very high in your favor. That's going to happen.
5-6-7. You can claim your prize.
I think the
over here at first
over-under
base.
on bunt attempts here in the bottom of the order is 2.
2?
I mean, there might be
Yeah,
2 bunt attempts.
Yeah, I would say so.
We'll see.
Well,
of course,
there's men
with-
on base. If one gets on with it, then
Oh,
yeah, you're
definitely.
going to see a second one. There's no doubt
Yeah.
about it. There is activity in the Silver Knights bullpen, and it's hard throwing activity, not just soft toss. So we may see a new pitcher after the inning is over. Oh, there we go.
Third baseman makes the play.
Yes, nice recovery.
That was Bradley Wood that knocked it down. It didn't go too far astray. He was able to pick it up, wheel around, and make the throw to get the hustling Teddy Baudet. Now it's Cam Cruz. Flied out to right his first time up. Cam enters the game batting, or enters the day batting 167 as he cues that one foul down the first base line.
Yeah, Cam Cruz has not hit well this season as he's come in. He's played pretty good defense. Covers a lot of ground out in center field, but they're not getting that bat.
One of his 7 hits is a homer, but he is 7 for 42. Strike, tough call. 0-2 on Cruz. Seen that pitch called on a number of batters this evening in game 2 of a doubleheader between the Nashua Silver Knights and the Wachusett Dirt Dawgs here in the FCBL.
And compared to the crowd that was here in game 1, this looks like a crowd of 5,000.
Yeah, they got here
it was-
later today.
Yeah, well, I don't think at 4 o'clock you're going to get many
It
people.
wasn't heavily advertised ahead of time because it was added, right? They added
Yeah,
this
it's a
doubleheader.
makeup.
Yeah,
Make of a rain out.
that's a chance to get on base,
he
though.
will get on base.
Is that-
Strikeout swinging, and he gets on. Okay, wild pitch.
Yeah. So a base runner with 1 out for the Silver Knights.
Now batting from Southern New Hampshire University, left fielder number 31.
4 strikeouts in the game for Santiago. And here's Tommy Blandini, who was one of those 4 strikeout victims.
I wonder if he would drop one down here, John. What do you think?
If he does it, he would have to bunt for a hit, but then again, you want the pitcher
He
to
doesn't
feel
need to. He's gonna
line
hang
drive
up,
is
though.
going to hang up there. Catch is
No.
made. It's on the transfer, the umpire
Yeah.
says, so it's
Yeah,
a wise
that's a good
decision.
call. That's a good call.
Cruz scrambles back to first.
But they played him in because Blandini not known for his, he's not a big hitter.
Yeah.
And they played him shallow, and they played him perfectly. Otherwise, you had a guy like Thomas Joyce up there, and he does that, that's a base hit.
Blandini hits the ball too well on that one as it stays up in the air just long enough for Calla to come in and make a sliding catch. 2 outs here in the fourth.
And Calla's moved back a little bit now to Williams. Here there goes the runner, they got it picked off.
First move running, and he's going to be safe as the ball's in left field, and Webster's going to collect it. Stolen base for Cam Cruz. Went first move, he had a tremendous jump as he got picked off so decisively, but it went off the glove of the shortstop, and it's another scoring decision. It is still a stolen base, whether you give the error or not. And I think because you can say that the slide would have beat the tag and he didn't get the third, I can say you probably can go without calling that an error
Yeah,
at
they
all.
haven't called it an error.
Yeah.
So.
Just a non-error, but not great defensive moment for the Wachusett Dirt Dawgs in this game.
No, they have not played well defensively in this game. The defense has let them down in game 2. And the Silver Knights have taken advantage. Let's see if they can do it here again.
Top of the order.
With 2 outs and Williams up.
Yeah, Ted Williams, who has
Ahead in the count now, 2-1.
reached twice. He's got it reached by an error by the shortstop and singled, so he scored 2 of the Silver Knights' 4 runs, has Ted Williams. Pop up.
Yep.
Left side shortstop calling for it. Gethings makes the play. 3 outs. Silver Knights leave a runner.
No hits with runners in scoring position.
Right. They've had a couple sac flies. They've scored on errors and pass balls, but no RBI hits so far for the Silver Knights, who do lead it 4-1 as we go to the top of the 5th in a 7-inning game here on NashuaETV. New pitcher for the Silver
All right,
Knights.
fans. It's time for water balloon baseball.
2-5.
We're going to hit as many water balloons as we can. Ready, set,
Chandra.
go. Oh, this kid's hitting
Oh, no,
dingers.
it's not. Chandra's 35.
Wow, he's on his game right now.
Dylan Simpson, I believe.
Yes. Dylan Stimpson, who is from University of Connecticut, resident of Fairfield, Connecticut, and who did a nice job of catching passes from Scott Zolak on Zolak night here at Stello Stadium, a former NFL quarterback. And Stimpson played some catch in right field with the football. And he is on in relief with the task of trying to nail down a win.
1, last pitches. Let's give it up for him, guys. That was awesome. What a show. Go Silver Knights.
Have you witnessed any home run derbies in the FCBL yet to decide a game? Have you?
None here.
Do you know of any that?
Yeah, there's been one. There was one.
There was one.
The first week of the season, I believe.
Do you know what venue it was
I
at?
don't know where it was.
It'd be very interesting to see one here because I would imagine you'd be lining up some righties to take it. I guess you'd choose a few players.
Yeah, I think you'd go right-handed. I think you go with Sullivan to start it off for them.
Yeah.
It's just like the shootout
Yeah.
in hockey.
Right. Or the penalty kicks in soccer.
And it's done by clock, not by number of pitches. There's a clock that runs. So that's why the clock is on the scoreboard almost, as it's 8 o'clock here now.
Yeah. Bunting for a hit and bunting foul was Nolan Kessinger.
So into the game is Dylan Stimpson. Stimpson on the year has made 3 appearances, all in relief. 0-0, he's got an earned run average of 2.57.
How many innings is that?
I'll tell you in a second, John Collins. Like just, let me weave my way through the statistics. 7 innings pitched. Given up 6 runs, but only 2 are earned.
That's a hit by pitch. It was a slow curveball that hit the back leg or foot of Nolan Kessinger. And he is on base to lead off the 5th.
Stimpson has walked 2. He struck out 6. He's allowed 2 doubles. Opponents are hitting .231 off him.
Now batting from
And
second
he
baseman, number
has
7,
just hit
Christian
his first
Fedko.
batter.
Kessinger made no effort to get out of the way of that. It was his plant foot.
So not the way you want to start out after a good performance by Catilla.
Yep. Christian Fedko fly to center, his first and only time up in this game, batting in the 8th spot for Wachusett, second baseman. Stimpson throws
Oh,
to
look
first.
at the old fake play. How about that? Thomas Joyce tried the fake ball is by me play, hoping to get the runner to try to run to second base. It did not work. Did you catch that, John Collins?
Yeah, you know what the problem with that was? His glove made a pretty loud noise when he caught
Right,
the ball.
exactly.
Broken bat
Well, let's see.
to
Cook's-
Hopper. Cook's
yeah.
throw was in time.
Yeah, he was not going to go to second because the ball was just hit too slow off the broken bat.
1 out in the 5th. Kessinger advances to second
Almost
base.
always, Cam Cook will make the right play. Now watch, I'll jinx him, but he'll make the right play. Either on the bases or in the field. He has been very steady.
Ground ball is fair.
When that handcuffed Joyce or what?
Yeah.
He almost lost his footing. Had he done that, the runner would have been safe.
Yeah, that
And a run might have scored.
odd spin on that ground ball.
He slid his foot
Yeah.
trying to field the odd bounce. Had he not fielded it cleanly and the ball bounced away from him, I think he would have
That's
had
a
a
run.
I think it's a run.
That's a run. Here is Sean Webster, who has homered in this game.
Gotta watch out for what he's had 2 RBIs of the driven in 2 of the 3 runs.
That was off.
In the doubleheader.
Yeah. It was off Shane Catilla that he
For
homered.
Wachusett.
So new pitcher in the game. Stimson throws ball 1 up and away.
Got to be careful, I guess, with Webster.
That's a strike.
Yep. With authority.
Yeah.
Bodette looked down at third, motioned a little bit, trying to chase the runner back, keep him close.
The 1-1 pitch on the way. Darren
This is
Stimson.
a very
Yeah,
odd
calls timeout.
stretch
Yep.
of time here. Just kind of looking in. Stimson out of a very abbreviated windup.
Yeah, I was going to
The
say
runner
it's
at
like
third.
halfway between a stretch and a
And a
windup.
windup. It
Tell
really
you what,
is.
if you're a fast runner at third, you have about 4 seconds before he lets go of the ball. I mean, because
you have a chance.
as soon as he moves his front foot there is when you can go. And watch how long. You can almost count the seconds till he lets it go.
1 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000. 3 seconds, it's a moot point. He
It
gets
is.
the strikeout on the called strike on.
Sean Webster takes a 90-mile-an-hour fastball over the outside corner for a strikeout that ends the threat.
So we've played 4.5 at Holman. Got ourselves a 4-1 game. Now, Kyle Jackson talking
We're here with NCC Trivia.
with Stimson. I wonder if he's talking to him about you got to watch the runner because your windup is so slow that they may try to run. I wonder if he's talking to him about it.
In Nashua,
Hey, Kyle Jackson really
Nashua Dodgers,
knows
John
his
Newton,
stuff.
And Roy Campanella is featured along what downtown street?
Especially when it comes to pitching.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It's actually West Hollis Street. Good try though. Next question is for. All right, Allie. Nashua Community College.
It's a very strange
occupies an area of the city
delivery here.
that used to be what?
Still, this is not Santiago. We got a new pitcher for Wachusett.
This is Brock Riley,
Finally, our question
who is a
for-
right-handed pitcher from Lowell.
Okay, Molly. Holman Stadium will be how
Plays for
old
UMaine.
this September?
Or pitches for UMaine.
She's right. 2 out of 3 isn't bad, guys. Let's hear it for him. Questions brought to you by Nashua Community College.
Listed at 6
Go
feet,
Knights.
190. Yeah, he's got some violent movements in that delivery. An aggressive knee kick.
Now on the hill for the Dirt Dawgs.
Swings out of it.
Number 12, Brock Riley.
Brock Riley enters the game having pitched a total of 4 innings over 3 games for the Dirt Dawgs.
Number 17, Cam
He has walked a couple, struck out 3 in those 4 innings, and given up no earned runs. Silver Knights looking for some insurance here, up 4-1 in the 5th inning of what is scheduled to be a 7-inning contest. And Riley's first pitch is line to center for a base hit. Wasting no time, Cam Cook is on again with his 2nd hit of the game.
now batting shortstop, number 13, Kyle
Kyle Bonneke has singled and sacrificed and scored a run in this game. Takes a strike on the outside corner.
Guess what? Cam Cook on base again. What a surprise.
Yeah, this is looking at the height disparity at first base there. Cam Cook listed at 5'9", and the first baseman.
There's a height disparity in a lot of spots.
Richard DiMartino is 6'8". First baseman. Like an NBA player and a Red Sox second baseman over there. Line drive foul into the stands to the left.
He was on base twice in game 1. And he's on base 3 times in game 2. So 5 times out of 6 he's on base.
That is excellent OBP work. Now, I heard the hometown PA announcer say Kyle Bonneke, so I've
His father corrected everyone. But from what I'm told, the strange thing is this Bonneke always keeps saying Bonneke. He himself calls himself Bonneke. But the father says, no, the name is Bonneke.
That's funny.
Isn't that funny? That's what I was told.
Line drive,
Oh,
diving play, throw to first base, going to be airmailed.
Yep.
And out over to second goes Bonneke. Cook thought about making the turn and going home, but it's second and third with nobody out for the Silver Knights here in the 5th.
Give Pangalo an A for effort.
Yeah.
As he makes the big lunge. The throw still wouldn't have gotten the runner.
No.
So that's a base hit and an error.
Exactly.
But you got to give him credit for doing what he did there.
Oh, he just,
know?
he went horizontal, and he had to get a hold of that one. A well-struck opposite way ground ball on a one-hop liner by Bonneke, and terrific diving stop by Bradley Wood, but then he just got too much adrenaline behind that throw. That's right in the back of Ethan Joyce, and he's on base.
All right, now the bases
loaded.
are juiced for Thomas Joyce. Let's see if we can see if they can get a. I say we in terms of us watching it to see it happen. See if we can see a base hit with the drive-in runs. And Joyce is going to come out of the game.
I think this is not because of the hit by pitch, but a pinch runner here in the 5th for the DH, who might not come up again. You got a 4-1 lead in the 5th inning.
Luke Tyree, I would imagine, would be the pinch runner, but I'm not sure. It's who?
It's Walker.
Walker? Bryce Walker from Milford.
He plays ball at
Now
Hartford.
running for the Silver Knights, number 10, Bryce.
The only local on the Silver Knights this year,
Oh.
which is
Now at the
probably
plate
the
for
fewest they've ever had.
First baseman, number 24, Thomas Joyce.
Bases loaded and nobody out. The Silver Knights have had this 3 times tonight, and Thomas Joyce has been up in those 3 situations.
And he's driven in a run in 2 of them.
In his first 2 chances, he's come through with sacrifice flies. Let's see.
Well, he's only been up twice.
He has, right.
This is only
He's
the
0
third
for
time.
0 officially with 2 sac flies.
Right. And 2 RBIs.
And 2 runs batted in. So here's a chance to get an actual base hit in the same situation.
Against a pitcher who is struggling with his control.
Yeah. The pitch is grounded toward the shortstop who's playing in. He's going to come home for 1, and that's all. Fielder's choice for Thomas Joyce, and 1 out. And the inning still bases loaded.
We are still waiting for that RBI hit.
Anthony Maduri.
So the first 3 batters reach here
That's amazing.
in the 5th inning, but no runs yet. And Anthony Maduri, who has struck out and grounded out to short with an opportunity.
Maduri had a couple of hits in the first game.
We have a pinch hitter, number
That was
7.
Tyree.
You're right.
Luke Tyree.
Luke Tyree is pinch hitting. A lefty-righty matchup.
Right.
Luke Tyree from Chesterfield, Virginia. Pinch hitting for Midori. Ball one. It has been a struggle for Wachusett's Brock Riley.
But it just, that
Since
hit by
entering the
Joyce just let him right off the hook.
Strike two.
Oh, are you kidding
strike
me?
one.
Wow.
Yeah,
That pitch looked about 8 inches off the plate.
they might have hit a right-handed batter.
It would, exactly. I think it would have hit a right-handed batter. I know it.
The 1-1. And he has to
And
chase
he's got to chase it, and he goes like this.
Where'd that
What
ball
do-
come from?
Yeah, you know, what do I have to do now?
All the way down the Silver Knights bullpen.
1 and 2, and
That ball
Tyree-
was on its way to the plate at the same time the pitch was on the way to the plate.
Yeah.
And it ended up over here in the on-deck circle of Wachusett.
Tyree's body language is showing me that he just doesn't have the confidence in what he's seeing. And it's set up way outside again.
Strike
See?
three.
Yeah, he knew it. Yeah, just not a good at bat by Luke Tyree. In fact, I would have kept Midori up there. I think Midori's a swinging the bat well. I would have kept him up there. Let him go righty. I don't care.
Teddy Bodette, the catcher for the Silver Knights, has grounded out twice
You got to be
tonight.
careful here because if you don't score, you're letting this team off the hook. You had the bases loaded, nobody out. And you've got to come up with something, and it doesn't look like and then now they will.
Base hit with
Probably
2
one
outs and the
run.
bases
No, they're gonna
loaded.
send him.
He's going to score 2. Webster's throw goes to third,
And
gets
it's
away.
going to score 3, John, as the throw gets away.
And the error's got to go to Webster in center.
Yep.
And it is a 3-run productive at bat
Finally.
for Teddy Bodette.
Finally.
A double or a single to right field.
Single
He
to
ends
right
up-
field. He goes 2 bases on the error.
Yeah,
He goes to second
on the throw.
on the throw to third, and then gets to third on the error.
Right.
So
Big hit though,
Bodette,
nevertheless,
big
for
hit.
Bodette. It is a 7-1 game. That one was long in coming. A solid hit with runners in scoring position for the Silver Knights.
So you give him 2 RBIs, and it's now a 7-1 game, as John said.
Cam Cruz reached on a swing and a miss for a strikeout his last time up. A wild pitch. Fouls that one into the mitt, and he's flied to right. Has a chance to knock in the Silver Knights' 8th run of the game here with 2 outs in the 5th inning. And Teddy Bodette 85 feet away at third. That was a breaking ball in the dirt. And Cruz got fooled by that one. That was a strange sound. A solid hit.
A solid
Right on
hit
the
to the
barrel.
outfield with runners on base. When it looked as though Wachusett might get out of it.
And hopefully the first of many more.
And the thing is,
Nice block by Court.
if you get out of a situation like that, it gives you momentum offensively coming back up, especially against another pitcher.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
You know? This is Stimson's game probably to finish. There's no one warming up in the Silver Knights bullpen. They have 7 hits.
Watch out. That thing came inside the press box. I think it was your booth, wasn't it?
I think it was my radio booth.
I think it was.
Let's hope it didn't hit the laptop.
You know, if you bring it back, you get $1. How's your laptop doing? Oh, that's what. Strike 3 swinging. So the Silver Knights have a 3-run hit, and Tom King has a baseball from the foul back. It went right back in. You can trade it in for candy. That's right. So 7-1 is the score as we go to the top of the 6th. Dirt Dawgs down to their last 6 outs in this 7-inning contest.
All right, Silver Knight fans, it's time for Dizzy Bet. They're going to go around the bat 10 times. They're going to go to their pants, put them on. Go to the jersey, throw those on. Go to the helmets, put those on. And then first one back's our winner. You guys ready?
So it did.
Go. 1, 2.
Go into the
It
royal.
entered the kingdom.
It entered the kingdom.
6,
At
The
Holman
royal
Stadium.
chambers.
Yeah.
9, 10.
But I did give them. It did not damage the laptop. And now I smartly closed the window.
That's good.
And I did give the ball to somebody who asked me.
All right.
Nice.
Time to get the pants
Did you
off.
autograph it?
Under the
You
jersey.
didn't think about that.
He
Jerseys
just
are no
wanted the
problem.
ball so he could get something from the
Under
concession
the
stand.
helmets. The final stretch. Come on,
All
guys.
right.
Who's going to do it? And we have our winner. Let's hear it for them both. Great job, guys. Let's go Silver Knights.
Now on the hill for your Nashua Silver Knights from Rutherford University, number 35, Jason Gendreau.
New pitcher.
Oh, wow. I thought Stimson would have. Yeah, that's
Jason
still,
Gendreau?
That's Gendreau? Yeah, okay. I didn't see Gendreau warming up. Missed that last inning.
Yeah, you're dodging baseballs, so.
Right.
Now leading off for the Dirt Dawgs.
Jason
third baseman, number
Gendreau is
13,
from
Bradley
Halifax,
Wood.
Massachusetts, and plays his ball for Hartford.
He was the
University.
pitcher of the night a few weeks ago with a scoreless relief stint.
2, 3, 4 hitters are up for Wachusett here in the 6th. And strike one on Bradley Wood, the third baseman for the Dirt Dawgs. Curveball misses, so it's 1-1. Gendreau entering the game with a 4.9 ERA and 7 1/3 innings. He's given up 4 earned runs. 10 strikeouts. Ground ball, Cam Cook actually, yeah, it's Cam Cook makes the play. 1 up, 1 down in the Wachusett 6th.
Now at the plate, shortstop, number 9, Jake Gethings.
Jake Gethings has gone 0 for 2 tonight. Ground out to short, pop out to third.
Four Wachusett errors.
Gendreau brings it at 90 according to the radar gun here at Holman. Yeah, that's generous in their favor, actually. They've had so many misplays in this game. If you were more of a, let's say, a mean-spirited official scorer, you could give him about 7.
Ooh, you
Hey,
could.
Chris Hall, league commissioner's here.
Paul, I'm old now. That hurts a lot more than it used to.
Yeah, I know. That was a pretty good whack. Yeah, if I was Dustin Pedroia, I'd be going to get myself checked out at the trainer at the hospital right now.
I'll tell you what, John Collins.
What?
On a Wednesday night, I'd take this crowd.
I agree with you. Doing a good job here at Holman with the Silver Knights marketing people. As Gethings takes a bit at getting Tom King personally, not just his press box, but the netting saves him as he was not looking straight on at that foul ball
No.
at the top of the net.
You know I'd just throw you in the way.
I'll be like, gotta do it quick. All right, so here's the 6'8" first baseman for the Dirt Dawgs,
Now
Richard
batting first
DiMartino.
baseman, number 24, Richard DiMartino.
Big guy. He'll be drafted tomorrow night. You never know.
What's tomorrow night?
The NBA draft.
Oh, I was going to
Much
say,
ba-
are they still
The
doing the
much
baseball draft?
ballyhooed NBA draft.
Much ballyhooed.
Dominated.
Yeah. Were you talking or writing about it at all?
I wrote about drafts in general. This is draft week because you had the baseball draft, last week.
Yeah.
And people still talking about who, some locally who goes or who didn't go here. They had 6 players drafted, one who was supposed to report here and won't now because he was drafted. So, they had 3 or 4 former players and actually 5 former players.
3-0 by the way on.
Right, so
DiMartino.
Gendreau's gotten a little bit of a jam now. But the Bruins are having their the NHL is having their expansion draft.
Where are they at? Is it Las Vegas?
Yes,
they're
it's
at
in
the team?
Vegas. Yeah,
Wow.
they're having the expansion draft.
3-1.
And there'd be some talk a little bit about who the Bruins might lose, and then hardly hear a peep because of all the NBA hype.
Yeah.
It is just been
But
dominant.
I'm sure this point's been made, but the NHL already had enough teams. Inside out swing, DiMartino's got a base hit, first and second for Wachusett with 1 out in the 6th. And the tie, I was going to say the tie run comes to play. I forgot about that. Big inning, 7-1.
Now, see, that big inning
is why we don't have to worry so much.
Well, I told you, if Wachusett had gotten out of trouble and you see this going on, you say, okay, you get that feeling that it's meant to be, that they're going to.
Because why? The baseball gods will punish you.
Exactly, for not scoring.
But in this case, Wachusett's just trying to chip away. They are down by 6 with 1 out in the 6th of a 7-inning contest. Game 2 of a doubleheader. Wachusett won game 1, 2-0. Jandro's pitch fires it over the inside corner. He's been consistently at 9-0 with the fastball, 90 miles per hour since entering the game in relief this inning. It's going to be a base hit to left. They're going to send the runner, and he will score. Throw to third. Good choice, but it goes wild, and DiMartino's going to scamper home as the ball goes in the dugout. And all the way to third base goes Jeff Court.
And all of a sudden, it's a 4-run game.
Yep, and the potential run number.
Error on, was that on Cruz or was it on a left fielder? Who made that throw? Pitch was hit right between them. I didn't see who fielded it.
Do you know, Tim? Was it center fielder or the left fielder? Believe it was center fielder that made the throw.
I think it was Cruz as well. 7-3, and they go out to talk to Jandro.
Yeah, it was a good decision by Cruz to go to third with it, but he just handcuffed Cam Cook. And not a good decision, actually, by the middle runner there that scored. DiMartino, because he would have been a dead duck at third had they made a clean play. Two runs in the inning for Wachusett. 7-3 to score. Still 1 out. Man at third base, Kyle Kayla has flied out and grounded out. Jason Jandro struggling a bit here in this appearance. That's a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Took a little bit off the fastball there to get it over at 86. Kyle Kayla, the batter, takes one low and away. 2-1. Hard hit into left field. Another base hit for Wachusett.
I think you've got to lift Jandro here. I don't think he's got it at all. You've got to limit
Throwing
the
hard, but not enough deception.
You've got to limit the, yeah, exactly. Not enough. He's not catching them off balance.
So Kayla comes up with the 4th straight hit for Wachusett. And its plates are run.
They are going to take Jandro out.
Well, back to your point, Tom, about how big that hit. Yeah.
Would have been a tie game.
It would have been 4-4 right now. Instead, it's still 7-4, a lead for the Silver Knights. And Jason Jandro's coming out. Retired the first batter he faced on a ground out to the third baseman, and then 4 straight hits. 1 throwing error mixed in for the Silver Knights. And the new pitcher for the Silver Knights is number 27, Kyle Murphy.
Kyle Murphy, their closer.
Oh, yeah.
So they're going to ask Murphy to get 5 outs possibly. Probably hasn't worked in a while. So
Kyle Murphy from Billerica and pitches for Northeastern. 6'2", 195 pounds. Entered the night with an ERA of 1.5 in 6 innings pitched. He has given up 1 earned run. Struck out 7, walked 2. So he averages about a strikeout an inning. Wachusett's hopes or opportunity to come back and tie this up will have to come at the expense of the Silver Knights' best relief pitcher, Kyle Murphy. Getting his fastball and his curveball over the plate here in the warm-ups. Another nice curve on the inside part of the plate there, so. Fastball averaging about 88 here in the warm-ups. Nolan Kessinger was hit by a pitch and walked, so he's officially 0 for 0 on the night, making his 3rd plate appearance of Game 2 of this doubleheader. Scheduled for 7 innings.
Nolan Kessinger.
So that's another reason why we're seeing the Silver Knights closer here in inning number 6, excuse me, as they are 5 outs away from closing this out. And Murphy quickly throws strike 1 and ball 1. That was a very borderline call that could have went either way, the way we've seen him call tonight.
let's see if Murphy's able to move the ball around the plate, something Jandro wasn't able to do.
Interesting.
They were on him, and they're on Murphy a little bit too here, but we'll see.
Kessinger going after a pitch that looked identical to the one that was just called a ball. Pokes it foul, so it's 1 and 2.
I thought that would have had a little bit of.
Think he would have called that a strike?
Yeah, I think he would have.
That hook just doesn't reach the back door.
Didn't bite enough. 2 and 2 as Murphy tries to change speeds. Runner at first, 1 down. We are in the top of the 6th. 3 runs are already in for Wachusett as they were on Jason Jandro. 4 straight hits.
And that grounder foul right there, that just shows you that as a hitter, you can't guess fastball or curve against Murphy, and they made him late on the fastball. He pounds that one into the plate. It's that element of doubt in the batter's mind that you just can't sit fastball, even though Jandro's a harder thrower than Murphy.
But Jandro, they sat.
Yeah, they sat. Now, you know, they have seen that Murphy has the ability to hit the corners with a breaking ball, and they have to think about that. And they grounded
right
over the
there.
second baseman.
Oh, and I saw that coming. I saw that coming. Williams lifted his head on the play, looking to make the play for a double play instead of just getting the easy out at second base. And
guess who's coming to the plate,
that's
Tom?
a tying run.
Yeah, tying runs at the plate. And yeah, you're right. It was an overspin on that, and the ball stayed down, and it's an E4 charge to Ted Williams. 1st and 3rd for Wachusett. Still only 1 out here in the 6th. And Christian Fedko, the batter.
Could have been an inning-ending double play.
He has flied to center and grounded out to 3rd. Strike 1. Fastball at 87 from Murphy. Gets ahead in the count. Wachusett needs 3 runs. They got 5 outs to do it in. Let's see if they dare send the runner. Fouled off to the right. Catches a piece of the screen.
See, what you're doing here is you're making your closer work extra, but they can do that because tomorrow's an off day.
Right. That almost hit him.
Almost hit him. You're right. Inside pitch. 1 and 2 as he tried to waste the 0-2, but
yeah.
Good block by Bodette.
Fedko didn't make a dramatic effort to get out of the way, but he did.
I've seen that called at the high school level.
Yeah.
In a tournament game.
Wow.
Against Bishop Girton in a loss.
There goes the runner. Very high and deep to center. Long run out there for Cruz. He makes the catch. That's going to get another run home. But a nice catch in center field for the Silver Knights to avoid what could have been disastrous results for the home team.
Now batting designated hitter number 38, Michael Belcari.
That ball was hit about 390, Tom.
It was tagged.
Yeah. That's the deepest part of Holman. So Fedko's out. And here is Delicari, the designated hitter, who has grounded out to the first baseman twice. Oh, new first baseman in the game too, by the way. Right? No, that's right. Still Thomas Joyce. Ethan was the DH that was pinch ran for. Strike called, and it's quickly 0-2 on the 9-hitter for the Wachusett Dirt Dawgs. 7-5, a 2-run game.
It's going to make the extra frame that Murphy will likely pitch very interesting.
It will, especially because Wachusett has earned the right to put the top of the order up there.
Right, and that'll do it. So Murphy does the job, but the Dirt Dawgs get dirty, and they pick up 4 runs.
4-run inning. And mostly at the expense of Jason Jondro. We go to the bottom of the 6th inning, some insurance time here, hopefully, for the Silver Knights. 7-5 is your score.
Leading off for the Silver Knights, left fielder number 31, Tommy Blandini.
Tommy Blandini gets leadoff duty for the Silver Knights in the 6th inning. The Silver Knights left fielder has struck out and lined out to the right fielder. Up for the 3rd time in this game 2 of a doubleheader at Holman Stadium on a Wednesday, June 21, the first day of summer. It was a beautiful day in Nashua with lots of sun and low humidity and temperatures in the low 80s. Longest day of the year, sunlight-wise, too. Foul back to our left, just over the screen, and the lights are on here, but the sky really isn't dark yet, and it's almost it's approaching 9 o'clock at night. Love it. Grounded foul, the right side. Young man from City of Lowell and University of Maine back out on the mound for Wachusett. Brock Riley in his 2nd inning of work for the Dirt Dawgs. That's outside. So 1-2 is the count on Tommy Blandini. Tommy is from Bow, New Hampshire. Plays his ball for Southern New Hampshire University. And the count's even now at 2-2. Foul back to the screen. Still 2-2. Entering tonight's game, Tommy Blandini was in search of his first hit. gotten up 6 times on the season. Ground ball toward the second baseman. Gobbled up. And throw to first in plenty of time. Made by Christian Fedko. 1 up, 1 down in the Silver Knights 6th. And here comes the second baseman, Ted Williams, who has popped to short. Singled and reached on an error. Scored 2 runs. Fakes as if to bunt, runs up the line and takes a strike. That was over the outer edge. And it's 0-1 on Ted Williams, who entered the doubleheader batting .317. Fly ball, slicing foul down the left field line. It's actually home run distance almost. It was about 10 feet foul. And it's a good thing it went over the wall because the left fielder put himself in position to make a play on that. Nolan Kessinger, of course, he had a healthy fear of the red brick wall as he ran over. That one nearly snuck inside the left field pole for a 307-foot home run. Almost. That's in the dirt outside and low. 1-2. I wonder if the other Ted Williams ever hit the foul pole at Fenway on the left field side. Ground ball back to the pitcher.
I don't know, but I bet he's grounded back to the pitcher. I bet he grounded back to the pitcher a few times in his career.
I'm sure he had, followed by some epithets. 2 outs in the Silver Knights 6th. And Cam Cook gets the hit again. Cam Cook had one of the Silver Knights' few hits in the first game of the doubleheader. And here in game 2, he has been very good again.
This is going to rest on the shoulders of Kyle Murphy and the Silver Knight defense in the bottom of in the top of the 7th.
Yep. Two-run game. And that's a strike. 1-1 is the count on Cam Cook, who entered the game or entered the doubleheader with a .480 or so on base percentage. Ground ball to the left side. To his left. The third baseman fires in time.
Still, he's not an easy out, is he?
No. Nice play by Bradley Wood. Well, Wachusett retires the Silver Knights without a run in the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th, which could be the final inning in this 7-inning contest. 7-5. Nashua leads Wachusett.
Again, if they win this game,
Okay, Silver Knight fans.
it came down to that hit by Bodette.
Yeah.
If they win it.
All right, let's take a look at the video board. Do we have a guest, girls?
Santa Claus?
She's right. Let's hear it for her. Good job, guys. Let's go, Knights. A reminder, fans, our halfway to Christmas promotional game will be this Saturday.
Dark Credit Union has the low rates you've been looking for to get that motorcycle you had your eye on. Plus, get ready to fill up your tank on us because every motorcycle loan gets a gas card. Motorcycle loans from Jean Dark Credit Union. Apply today.
Silver Knights closer Kyle Murphy has some work to do here. It's the top of the order due up for the Wachusett Dirt Dawgs in the 7th inning, and could be the final inning. Sean Webster, Bradley Wood, and Jake Gethings due up for Wachusett. Webster has a home run in this game. Came back in the third inning and tied it up at that time, 1-1.
Believe our next Silver Knights broadcast is July 2. Is that
I
correct?
think that is correct, yeah.
July 2.
That would be a Sunday night. Is that Brockton? Ground ball to the left side. Bonake's firing in time.
Nice stretch by Joyce.
Yeah, he said the words that I was thinking too.
That was
I think he needed that stretch to get Webster.
Well, I told you it was going to come down to the arm of Murphy and the defense of the Silver Knights.
All right.
And that's what we saw right there. Because Webster's got some speed.
So the leadoff batter is retired.
That's
And
big. You've got it.
Bradley Wood is
That's
0 for
just
3
big.
tonight.
Webster gets on base. They can do a lot of different things.
Attendance 1,112, and as you said, Tom, about a Wednesday they'll take that.
Oh, are you kidding me? There's no way I would have expected a 4-figure crowd on a Wednesday. The
Yeah.
tickets sold. It was a doubleheader. They're able to put in some of the tickets from game 1 into this one. So, doubleheader crowd of 1,000 announced of 1,112.
Of course, this is the longest day of the year,
here.
first day of summer, and maybe they should do a first day of summer doubleheader every
That's
year.
what stinks, though. You know, the clock goes the other
I know,
way,
I
and
know.
I hate
It's
that.
on the other side already, and the summer just started.
Summer
and-
just started. The clock is on the other side. I do
Yeah.
not like that at all.
Just minutes, though, right?
Direction. It's
Yeah.
all about direction.
Inside outs it into the up top of the stands and into the parking lot. 2-2 is the count on Bradley Wood. Kyle Murphy trying to close it out and get the Silver Knights a split of today's doubleheader. Pop up. Shallow right.
Got to pick that up in the night sky. Not easy when it's
No.
like this.
Didn't they shuffle the outfield? Is that Luke Tyree or they put
Yeah,
somebody
that would be
else?
Tyree out there, wouldn't it?
Shortstop
Yeah.
now batting. Shortstop number 9, Jake.
Down to their last out, Wachusett. A ground out and a fly out. Jake Gethings is the batter, the shortstop for the Dirt Dawgs. Dances out of the way of a
Tell you
fastball
what.
at his toes.
This team has 2 home runs in this doubleheader already. Don't want to put the tying run, have the tying run come to the plate.
I don't see DiMartino on deck. Anybody on
Don't
deck.
see anybody on deck right now. So there may be a pinch hitter.
Or that's a lack of a vote of confidence in your 3-hitter.
Well, your 3-hole hitter's up 2-0 in the count right now. So,
Yeah.
you know, Murphy, and does Murphy come in with a fastball? And
The coach
give
just
in?
pointed at somebody. I don't know if DiMartino is hurt or what.
You
But,
got the low strike on that.
oh, there's somebody grabbing a bat now.
Well, it may be Walsh if he's not injured, because they took him out after his home run.
Yeah.
He's a DH. He did not play again. Did
Well,
not-
down to their last strike are the Dirt Dawgs. The pressure on Gethings to get on base to make something
but
happen.
if Walsh is healthy, he comes to the plate.
That him?
If it sure looks like it. Let me see. We have to wait and see. We may not need to know.
Grounded off the plate. It's going to be a tough play. Williams backing up, and it's safe at first. Base hit.
We're gonna know.
And the tie run comes to the plate for Wachusett with 2 outs. It is number 6 for Wachusett, and that is Zach
Now
Tower.
at the plate for the Dirt Dawgs.
So will he be a tower of power?
That is the question.
That's the big question.
He's from Lebanon, Pennsylvania, and plays his ball for
Murphy's
Shippensburg
gotta
University.
be really careful because Tower looks like he can hit it.
I'll guarantee you this, Tom. If Mr. Tower hits a home run here, he will be invited to participate in the home run derby to break a tie after 8 innings. Whoa, what a swing that was. What a cut by Tower, who had one thing in mind there. 0-1 is the count.
Be really careful here, but you don't want to put the tying runs on base either, so you can't pitch around this guy.
That was strike 2. I think Tower thought, hey, there's no way he's going to throw me one there after that swing I just took, and he did.
Exactly where I thought Murphy was going to throw it.
He did? Was that a changeup or what?
It was. He changed it up. But the other pitch was higher, John.
0-2 down to the last strike
going
again.
Outside again.
Wow. Taking a bid for the Tom King press box. 0-2 remains the count. 2 outs. Runner aboard at first base. Silver Knights lead by 2. Tie run at the plate in the person of Zach Tower, who's listed at 6'4" and 225. Takes one in the dirt.
Whoa, Bodette with a nice block. The waste pitch by Murphy, but now they're still going to set up. Now, here's what you try to do if you're Murphy. Do you want to try to go inside and jam him, knowing that you've got that short porch?
I don't know this hitter enough to say that's a wise idea.
They've gone to the outer half of the plate, went high in the first pitch, and he took a cut and swing. And the catcher is not. Let's see where he sets up.
I think I'd want to throw it around knee high.
They're going to set it up on the outer part of the plate again, and he goes for it.
Huge cut again by Zach Tower.
Tower's up there to do one thing.
Yeah.
One thing.
Trying to tie the game with one swing.
This is a great battle between Tower and Murphy.
Over 1,000 fans here at Holman Stadium on the edge of their seats for this battle that will determine the outcome. Tower came in as a pinch hitter in the spot of the first baseman, Richard DiMartino, who we did not see come out of the dugout. Strike 3 call.
Big pitch, and that'll do it.
What a nice pitch. A clutch spot for Kyle Murphy, who gets the save. 7-5, the Silver Knights take it. For Tom King and my cameraman Tim O'Neill, thanking you for watching Nashua ETV. The final score for the final time on our first day of summer, June 21, 2017. The Silver Knights defeat the Wachusett Dirt Dawgs 7-5. John Collins saying good night from Holman Stadium, everybody.